Okay, let me set up the lighting here. Let me scroll the screen. There we go. Okay, good evening, everyone. Major events happening in politics. Okay, let's make sure everybody is out there. If you can hear me, let's do the exercise. If you can hear me, like button if you can hear me. Can you guys hear me? Are you guys there? Can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, press the like button. Okay, good. Alright, there we go. If you can see me, let me know if you guys can see me. Can you just type in the comments if you can see me? Type in the comments if the visuals are good. Type in the comments if the visuals are good. Let me know if you get... Oops. What do we have here? Turn on camera. Okay, my camera is on. Can you see me? Good. Okay, so you guys can see me. Good. All right. Today is a very, very... what we're talking about today is absolutely crucially important. If you've been paying attention to Zimbabwean politics, you would know that there has been developments that have been taking place on the side of the opposition. It is important today that I categorically explain where we are with the opposition politics in Zimbabwe. I must explain this categorically. Okay? I'm hoping I will be able to get some guys to log into the show who were at the event that took place today. I want to be able to hear from them. I know I've got some people. I've got my friend Farai, who's the head of the youth of National People's Party. He's going to tune in to explain to us, to walk us through what happened today. But let me touch on some of the events that happened politically. Two events in particular I want to touch on. The first event, if you guys don't know, is that the MPs in Zimbabwe are on strike. Okay? The MPs, they are on strike. Do you guys know why our MPs are on strike? Let me tell you. So the MPs in Zimbabwe are on strike because they are protesting that government is not meeting their welfare. Okay? So government is not paying their kids' fees on time. The MPs in Zimbabwe, they want iPads, so they don't have iPads. They're protesting for the iPads. They want better cars, so they're protesting against better cars. That's why the MPs are protesting. So right now, your MP, wherever you live in Zimbabwe, your MP is not at work because he's protesting. You know what is crazy about this? You know what's absolutely crazy about this? Is they're not protesting about the welfare of their constituents. How about that? You want to hear a joke tonight? You want me to start the show with a joke and say something funny? There is something funny. The MPs in Zimbabwe are on protest, and the protest is not about your welfare. The protest is about their welfare. How incredible is that? All of a sudden, they are very capable to protest. They're protesting because Mariawa is Kubuda Yavo, not yours. Just imagine if the MPs actually protested that the services that are supposed to come to you were not coming to you. Instead, they're protesting that avaskuluma parakura. Okay, and the volume. My volume is low. Okay, how do I fix that? Volume, let's see, mic, maybe. Is that better? Is my volume better, guys? Can you hear me? Is the volume better? I need you guys to confirm. If the volume is better, press the like button. If the volume is better, press the like button. So I know that the volume is better. Good. Great. Okay. So good. So we're good now. So yeah, I was just explaining that the MPs are protesting in Zimbabwe because my iPad avo. Anstane 5 years I'm sat my iPad edu, my iPad anunuka. Apart from my iPad anzi unzano pana nonzi ma T&S, ma travel and subsistence anzi ma shoma avasi kunatsopuwa havasi kunazopuwa matravel and subsistence akakwana, so vadaimwe mari. So yeah, Zimbabweans, I guess there you go, give your MPs a little bit more money, because otherwise they won't go to work. I don't know what they go to work to do. I don't even know if these MPs are going to work in the first place, but they want more money. So that's the news. They want iPads, or they're upset. The good thing about what I've just told you is you can't unstupid stupid people, right? If someone is stupid, you can't unstupid them. So pepe paunonetsana nemunhu mtu uri stupid, haugona kumuita unstupid, because must stupid. But you know what you can do to stupid politicians? You can vote them out of office. This is what we can do to stupid politicians. You can stupid them out of office. So we must maybe have a slogan, and the slogan must say, let's stupid them out of office. Pasinema stupidity. That should be the slogan, right? Because Pamberi, Neonazirima stupid, Pasinema stupid. We must stupid them all out of office. This is stupid. Stupid. This irreplaceable stupid. Kutoramba kwenda kubasa. Kwanza tukwenda kubasa because hakuna poloni. How ridiculous have we become, guys? Our MPs are not going to parliament because that's Chisna Poloni. What a mess. Okay. So that's the first big issue I want to raise. So the second issue I want to touch on that is happening in politics is Tsvangirai is back home. You know that Tsvangirai was out of the country. He came back home with his wife. You know, it's very strange to see the pictures of Tsvangirai and his wife now. You know, it's a very strange optic, because Tsvangirai awonda pepe chachimboreka chakasimba ezvo awonda pamukadzi wacho ari kufuta manje. Mukadzi waTsvangirai ari kufuta agwaikona. So it's very interesting to look at them. So just imagine the conversations they must be having now. I mean, kana mukadzi wedu akasimba kana ada kuservice mudharaba Tsvangirai da kuservice Tsvangirai ari kuonda kumana. Saka Tsvangirai ari panhamo. While we are praying for better health, vanoona mati kuti munhu ngaasimbe, because mai akasimba kaitwe yoko. So yeah, but that's not the second event happening. But the actual second event happening is the alliance. So I want to explain this thing of the opposition alliance. The problem I have always had with the MDC alliance or with the opposition alliance is anytime you personalize politics, it is very dangerous. It is very dangerous when you personalize. I mean, just imagine the Republican Party in America was called Republican Donald Trump, or the Labour Party in the UK was called Jeremy Corbyn. It's very dangerous because chino chikumba kwenyu. So the very notion that the MDC alliance ine mazita evanhu, chino chinonzi MDC Tsvangirai imi saka mangwana kana isina Tsvangirai nenge yakunzi MDC yani imbopa gayai kwete munonzi MDC Ncube mangwana kana pasisina Ncube inenge yakunzi ani kwete inonzi MDC Biti. Saka obvious ka kana vese vabatana inonzi MDC alliance because kubatana kwe ma MDC chauri kubvunana pa MDC. So the problem I've always had is we took politics and we personalized it. You know how we created the one center of power in ZANU-PF as a country? How we did that is exactly how we did it in MDC. Monotora muno 1 meter champion master. Saka Tsvangirai akaitwa champion, Mugabe akaitwa champion, and we ended up creating my champions. So there is a trouble and a problem when you create individual champions out of political leaders. And this is what we have done. This is what has caused the pain we're in. So there's an MDC alliance. Now, the trouble with crossing parties is, and I'll take a litmus test with you who is watching. If you are a voter already, and you've been voting for ZANU-PF, your mindset already thinks like a ZANU-PF voter. If you're an MDC supporter and you voted MDC, you already think like an MDC supporter. Have you ever seen how unforgiving MDC supporters are. Vanhu vanosupporta MDC, they are almost violent about their support for MDC. Likewise, those who support ZANU-PF, they're very unaccommodating. They don't accommodate ideas. People who support ZANU-PF do not accommodate ideas that are not ZANU-PF. People who support MDC do not support ideas that are not MDC ideas. Vantu penga nepfungwa dzavo avanombosiyana nanhantira napapa. Wakambona munantira magaya. Munantira magaya wakada umudza uri kuna Ezekiel Guti, anokudza kuti Ezekiel Guti andokudza kuti Ezekiel Guti ndisatani. Andokudza kuti Ezekiel Guti ane nyoka yaasati aona. Because it's just this mindset of failing to accommodate the other side. Now, for this reason, this is why you find people who have not voted before do not generally like the idea of political parties anymore. You now have a generation that is not interested in political parties. They are interested in politicians and superstars. They want the individual. They want to know the person, what you stand for. Because vanozoruka vaunzira chinhu chako chawavaka iwewe kuzoda kuchipidigura chinhu chachia achitike pidigudi chitoramba kuita pidigudi. Saka vanhu havachada zvinhu zvezvemapati-pati zvaakunetsa zvemapati. In fact, the moment I speak about a political party, you switch off because wakuti matanga. As a country, we've gone through a period where we stopped trusting politicians and we moved to trusting churches. Now kumachurch kwacho kwane mbavha hombe kupfura mapolitician. Churches are now bigger thieves than political parties. So vanhu vaakuita se tapenga udzoke vakudzoka mapolitical party, but vakudzoka vati ngwarei, saka vachada the party vakuda kunzwisota komana iri kutambika panapa ndeyipi yonke yokozuna yaga maibata. So MDC alliance ndakutaurira kuti kune era vanhu veMDC vane era hombe, vari unforgiving, havadi kunzwa maideas evamwe vanhu, havadi kunzwa kuti tsvangira haite, inzwa vane democracy iri undemocratic. They've got an undemocratic procedure of democracy. Democracy yavo ndeyekuti ukangotaura nezvatsvangirai chete tiri kukuinga. Ndo democracy yeko MDC. Democracy yavo ndeyekuti tsvangirai must be unchallenged. Survey for life. Vada to create one seat of power, baba tukuchinja one family yekwamgabe to replace a family yekwamgabe, the family yekwachangirai. Have you ever wondered why Changirai's kids are never at political rallies? Have you ever wondered why Changirai's children do not come to political rallies? At least vana vamugabe vanoenda kumarally. Munochiona chichatunga chakadhafuka chichenda uko chakasa wabona hairstyle chatunga inenge yakati uko inoti uko. Hairstyle chatunga inenge yakati uko inoti uko. Tachambiri godi chema hairstyle mana akarasika uya kubana pana ane era uya pana hazi mwana wamugabe uya hakuna zvakadaro ndaramba hakuna zvakadaro pidi kusama hairstyle. And then kuna chimwe chacho chirefu chakafana na Grace chacha chinonzani Junior chakafana na Pamire chinonzani ndicho handiti Junior chekufana na Pamire Junior ilisi zvinenge zviriko kuita ava anti anzane kaka baby kacho kamskana kakavata unozoona kakavata chaukona muna rororwa na simba uya ukona wanyengwa na simba karova jetika bye chakavata chimwana chacho. But anyway bona but it is munozona zviri kurali namudhara zvinenge zviriko zvichirova madrugs kudaro but zvinenge zvisiko kurali zvakarohwa nekrako pazvinenge zvisiko kurali. Asi hamusati mambono kana vana vatsvangirai vari kurali kwatsvangirai vachimbo kana amina kadeya tsibongela amina one step kumadeya kumpepe azviwe zvinoita kuti baba wavo vaimbirwa nomwono because vake vana vakatoona kuti baba vedu vane era because matongero avari kuita mumba mavo vanhu vakatoona kuti baba dai manotonga henyu nyika because mumba muno masitotongwa nemi. So ndaramba MDC alliance sorry ndiregererei ine era hombe handiti. So that's the second event happening in politics, that we already have a coalition. So we need to now understand, so what is this one that is now called national? Hanzi ya Mujuru inonzi rainbow, hanzi inonzi chiko, hanziko Mujuru soka, hanzi inonzi the rainbow coalition. Now let me tell you my opinions on Mujuru ndita pangandiri kuzano PF ndiso boys rakabazira kudambura Mujuru twabude muzano PF atina kutombotamba tamba navo mazuva aita tiri muG4 muzasi muzi dai ndisina kubuda muzano PF asi ndinenge ndine era dai ndisina kubuda muzano PF ndakaramba ndichitamba nakasukwere zvangu nhasi so ndiri kudya sachipanga uya kana ndiri kana minister of ameno minister of dai ndiri ni minister of cyber security dai ndakatopuwa chikaro so dai ndakaitwa minister of cyber security muzano PF meme but ndakapotsa jeta komana ndakapotsa balumiro ezve takufa nenzara tiri kudze kuzano PF komana it's cold out of zano PF dai tiri kudya nayo so G40 but zvisinei takuona chi zviri kuitika nayo zviri kuita madha so Mai Mujuru vaita a coalition. So my opinion on Mai Mujuru when she left is I always used to say that for me Tsvangirai was the lights were on but nobody was home. Kuti akangwara Tsvangirai kana achitaura zo Tsvangirai unonzoti achiri kutaura chingori chibumbumbu chisave chakadonza crowd but you know kuti musoro chamo chekutaurwa hapana, nobody's home. And then I always said but Mai Mujuru now, Mai Mujuru was lights out and nobody at home. Kuti iranga rima rega kuti aitonge mausiku so kuti unazobata musoro kuti imamai muri kuti chii mimi chasara juru vatobuda muzano PF Mujuru. But anyway, what has happened since is I've watched the metamorphosis of this woman. She's moved for me from being Teurai Ropa to being a stateswoman. I mean, look at the strategy she has deployed. She has definitely has had a stronger head on her shoulders than Tsvangirai. Mai Mujuru has been able to maintain consistency than Tsvangirai. The fights, she is the party that has got the least fights is in Mai Mujuru. Kwana Tsvangirai kuruwiwa kumana kuruwa kana wakadzi vari kuruwa kwa Tsvangirai kwa hanzi tokozani kupaka puwa round kick nema youth AMTC round kick hanzi akapuwa round kick tokozani kupaka shao chichaitika pezo puwa round kick akapuwa jaba avanzi kopo imezi ya kopo iyo kopo so hanzi kune karate imesiri kuita kwa MDC kwa so I think Mai Mujuru has definitely been deploying better tactics. But let me inquire your mind on something. Follow my reasoning. Could it be that now Mai Mujuru is being managed by better minds? That there is now a Jonathan Moyo equivalent in Mai Mujuru's party, or a Mnangagwa equivalent in Mai Mujuru's party? Because the way I look at it is Mai Mujuru is now creating a home for everybody who is running away from their political parties. Tendai Biti and Matibenga had a fight. Tendai Biti akadzingwa party. Matibenga then went avaenda kunuta find refuge in Mai Mujuru because she's got the legitimacy of a war veteran record, of a former leader record. You get me? So she went to Anadubiso Dabengwa vakadzingwa mzano PF vabvaenda find refuge in the base ya Mai Mujuru. Manje karati kurovana tokozane kupe na Tsvangirai vanwa vari kurikitwa ipapo because pachata splitika pachata because pane nyaya yachamisa poita nyaya yatokozane kupe poita nyaya iye Tsvangirai and then the other MDC vice presidents who know no one knows the other ones vakangu izvipekerwa zvinenge anampoko veko MDC vaiva anampoko veko MDC bazvicha kodzana ikoko. All those people are going to look for a political home. Mai Mujuru has created that. And then in ZANU PF, the war vets had their fights. She created a home for that. ED manje garwe rugu garwe. Mai manje aninga damburwa. He's going to need a political home. She's essentially positioning herself to be able to harness all those who are being chased away from where they're coming from. So I think it's game on. It's really game on. This woman could be onto something. This could be the game changer. But before we talk about what happened today, I want to invite someone who was there. So I'm going to invite Farai. Let me see if I can get Farai Kuvea to come in because I know Farai was there. How do I invite somebody? I really hope this is going to work. Farai. There we go. So Farai has been invited. Okay. Farai, I can see that you're there. So can you accept my invite? Or can you try and call me and I will add you? Farai Kuvea. Farai Kuvea is the head of the youth. Kwa Mai Mujuru. ndiye youth ari kutungamirwa lights out nobody home in the past, but zvanasi zvachinja handithere nhasi togona kuvafarira. Yeah, and if you want me to add you in and you want to participate in the conversation, just click the add and I'll add you. I see I already got 68 people want me to add them, but and then we'll go through the analysis. Mofu iri pano yakagara iri kuanalyze politics. Mofu mofela Lumumba rinotaurwa katatu because ndiye wekutanga wechipiri newechitatu. Okay, Faraya, are you there now? Okay, so I can't see Faraya to add him, and people keep adding, so I might be missing him. Okay, so plus besides, remember chinotimba kuita chinotimba uyu mwacho angambori former minister of finance. Imagine takuti former minister of finance akatorwa basa na chombo anonzani anenge pamari kutoti monitor so Pauma. Okay, so let me tell you what I have figured about today. So what has happened today is Mai Mujuru has now partnered with Matibenga. She's now partnered with Zud. She's now partnered with the, let's just say the others who were not in the alliance. So she's taken the former ZANU PFs and she's partnered with them. But what she's done, which Changirai has been unable to do, is she's now starting to take the former MDCs too. So squad rapinda mudanga. So now kwa danga rema warriors. I don't know what the position on young people is yet, but I want to bring in the youth leader to speak about that. But here is how Mai Mujuru can be a game changer. She can be a game changer by creating a home for all these dissidents or people who are now despondent of the parties where they were coming from. Could Mai Mujuru be doing this to serve the interests of the war vets? Possible. Could all this be a game by ZANU PF? It's possible. But since the public, since you've all now said you want anything that's not Mugabe, and you people, you now want anything that's not Mugabe, coalition, you are no longer interested in Mutongwa Nei. So we could be looking at a battle of the women. ZANU PF is going to give you a Grace Mugabe, you're going to have a Joice Mujuru, and you're going to have yellow bone MDC. Amai Kupe. You're going to have Amai Kupe. So you're going to have the three women possibly fighting for president, because I think women are now at a stage where they're tired of expecting the men to help them. I mean, Mai Mujuru mbava, yeah, I mean, obvious Mai Mujuru mbava, vano bai, gona mbichana, vano ba pakuru, ende va, imika, igebre kuchinja mbava. Which mbava can we put in place? Because yeah, Changirai wacho makona imba yanogara 3 million. Remember Changirai right now akavunzwa nemukadzi wake kunzi naye baba imba ino makatenga nemari yamakawana kupi anowazo nemari yanikaona kusano PF. So ye Changirai wacho imbavha ovalokoto uku kuna Mai Mujuru mbavha uku kuna Mai Mugabe mbavha saka mbavha madzimai echimbavha ari kuda power, but kusarudza kuti mudzimai anoba zviri nani upfura umwe ndeupi ndo dambudziko ratinaro. But says makati you want anything that's not Mugabe. So here's an option, and I think she could be a plausible option. Tinozogona kuzwa Elise mukapinza imbavha, you know, Elise Mai Mujuru chandowadira vanoba vachipa vachidya nevamwe ndo chandowadira. I mean, I can tell you, even when we were in ZANU PF, Mai Mujuru inini ndakamira panapa as you are seeing me sitting here, ndakambodya mari yekubaya Mai Mujuru inini. Mai Mujuru aibai ndaitoenda ndakatombodyawo mari yekuba kwa Mai Mujuru, handirambe ndabvuma. But vanoba vachidya nevamwe, asingadyi nevamwe, anengatadzana munangagwadzadzi adzidye nevamwe manje mukaisa murume yarodya yega kwana rega abviso rejifo to shifo rida kudyawo nevamwe. Okay, let me take some calls while I wait to get the guy I'm really trying to get hold of. Okay, so some people come in, let me interview you guys on your thoughts. So kutibazirane kufunga, yeah, but already news that matobata kwa Mai Mujuru vabada chino vanogona kudhingura Changirai sefanise kusenga. I mean, gayo Changirai adhingurwa nemwe. You know Changirai is unlucky. so anongodhingurwa nemabhebhi. Nyaya dzake dzidzi zikangopinda vakadzi kudhingurwa chete. Whether vakadzi vanodanana navo, vakadzi vanoshanda navo, vakadzi vada kutonga navo, ari kungodhingurwa chete, idhingu dhingu dhingu. Ezvaada kudhingurwa namai Mujuru. Iwe. Okay, so let me since a lot of people are really trying to get me to add them, so let me invite them on. Right. So Gerald, right?
Yes.
What's up, Gerald? Can you hear me good?
Yes, I can hear you good, man.
All right, my brother. Why don't you introduce yourself to 417 people who are watching live? I know you haven't had this in your life, so let me do this for you. Introduce yourself, my brother. Let them know
Mofela mukutaura namukanya manje.
Vakanya aiwa kumurana baba weduka. Aiwa shikai.
Munofanisa maoko mukanya wasitaura mashoko avo.
Aiwa shikai mukanya shikai.
Right, Mofela nyaya muri kutaura ndainzwa. But inini my bone of contention Mofela pane issue yamuri kutaura. Ndiye kuti of course you can talk of kuti this lady can do this, this lady can do this, this lady can do this without any insult. But nyaya hombe yandoda kunzwa inini ndeyekuti imimi Mofela, what do you think is the best way to make the coalition works? Because from the way that I have studied these things, I have seen that for example ndikatanga kutarisa time yema trade union, a trade union kubva patime yakatanga kuitwa nana Tsvangirai, whenever a trade union ikaita maparties akawanda yaiva diluted. So do you think this coalition, is it too worthwhile to overthrow ZANU-PF? Ivo vaita two coalition to fight one ruling party. Do you think are we going somewhere?
Okay, so what you definitely have captured accurately is that the trade unions were stronger when they worked together. So
yeah,
ultimately, as a country, we are stronger when we work together. But the challenge is, how do we map ourselves to a place where we finally decide we're going to work together? Because dzinenge mhuka dzemusango kuti une shumba une tsuro une makarwe munosvika stay pastage yekuti maprotector wakambona Planet of the Apes, film on Planet of the Apes ndo inenge Zimbabwe. Tiri makudo so, but tiri makudo ka ada kutonga vanhu. So only panosangana makuda aya paanobata
indiri gudo futi shamwari.
unosangana chanza kuti makudo. Saka toda kutonga vanhu, but the only time you succeed is when you figure out how to do it together. But the road to get to that point where we can do it together, we have to chart our different courses. So you will find the diaspora will find themselves how to get there. The youth will find their way to get there. The women will find their way to get there. Eventually, we will reach a convergence point. But we have to start. So what Tsvangirai has done, Tsvangirai has done is he's created the building blocks of the former MDCs. What Mai Mujuru has done is she's built the building blocks of the former ZANU-PFs. What I am doing is I'm building the building blocks of my youth. Likewise, other activities. At some point, we must reach a convergence, because so sure, demoni i1 demoni ratitambudza, but arisi demoni iki. Idemoni hombe baba ndisekuru vemademoni vatiri kudhila navavo. Mukudhila nedemoni ndakaudza mudhara haachafa nekurwara. Mudhara achangofa nekukanganwa kumuka. Kuzima kusena akanganwa kumuka. He forgot to wake up.
Besides that, ndimbokubata shoma. Besides that, of course vari kutaura ndikuzvinzwisisa. But inini apa ndirobata mafacts. You are dealing with the youth. Mai Mujuru is dealing with the war veterans, and the other party is dealing with what? You said the other one. But it's summing up to what we call iron law of oligarchy, rule by the few. ZANU-PF is ruling with the majority. ZANU-PF always capitalizes with the fact ZANU-PF always capitalizes with the fact Yakuti vanoziva kuti okay, Lumumba is ruling the youth. But the youth alone will never put my vote anokwanisa kuita overthrow ZANU-PF. So what are you supposed to do, guys? It's easy. You see what? both amongst, not both, amongst all the parties that are trying to be formulated, they are supposed to be one. In as much as they are not one, it's diluting the vote. And it's a very, very, very big smile to ZANU-PF. And how do you think we can go about it? The only way Mujuru had formed their own coalition, Tsvangirai formed his own coalition, and the youth possibly they might form their own coalition. What are you supposed to do at last? The only thing that is supposed to be done at last, Kura come together as one. Aka imba one like it today now, man.
Let's come stand together and feel as one. Commander will be okay. Oh look, so Mukanya is gone, but Mukanya is right. We do need to have a coalition ultimately that is one. Chinobata needs avanhu vese. But mdarawana mbata nezvekumhanyaka. Remember, when you're talking about this coalition, mutaranya yekudya. Mutaranya vanoda kurova wolo. Game rewolo irinonetsa pakuti kune vane appetite yewolo hombe, kune vane appetite yewolo diki, kune vane appetite yewolo iri pakati nepakati. Sa game racho rinonetsa. But let's take it. Let me take a sample test from you guys who are watching. If you believe that the Tsvangirai-led coalition is better than the Mujuru-led coalition, press the like button. If you believe the Mujuru-led coalition is better, press the hearts. Hearts for Mujuru, likes for Tsvangirai. We'll go into the reasons just now. In fact, we're going to debate the reasons in a minute. But hearts for Mujuru, likes for Tsvangirai. Let me see if I can monitor that using my iPad. Hearts for Mujuru, likes for Tsvangirai-led coalition. Who do you believe is better to lead, should lead the coalition? Okay. Now, Ruramai says none of the above. Look, we're going to get to the other options in a minute, but let's talk about what's there right now. Okay, so who do you believe is a better political tactician, Mujuru or Tsvangirai? So Mujuru hearts, Tsvangirai likes. Mujuru hearts, Tsvangirai. Who's a better political tactician? The 20-year Democratic veteran or the 34-year-old ZANU-PF veteran? Likes. So it looks okay. So the likes are leading. So you guys. Someone you not believe Tsvangirai. I'm really serious. Is it so? Okay. Okay. So Charity says Mujuru is the absence of any other. Tinashi says Morgan. Doka says none of the above, new blood, please. But which party is more accommodating to new blood? Do you believe Tsvangirai is more accommodating to new blood or Mujuru is more accommodating to new blood? Hearts for Mujuru, likes for Tsvangirai. Who is more accommodating to young people, to new blood? Hearts for Mujuru. Okay, so the women seem to really be pushing for Mujuru, and the men seem to be really pushing for Tsvangirai. My take is both are not, like I said, both are not really excellent ideas. Both are not excellent ideas at all. I mean, remember, Mujuru was in government for over 30 years. She was in government, and in the over 30 years that she was in government, does anybody remember anything that she was synonymous with doing well? Do you remember she was Minister of Women, she was Minister of Water, she was Minister of Youth, she was Minister of SMEs, she was Vice President? But Panangati, I was empowered by Mujuru and Mujuru's office. I don't know. And then do you remember Tsvangirai was in office? When Tsvangirai was in office, I mean, one thing I respect Tsvangirai for is when he got into power, akadya begi boys, kurova begi. Ukadaona kuzoti munhu akarova begi weyabvunza tinaibidi anokuzoti ndiri Minister of Finance ka. Tonight bitakasvika pastage yekuti aiti okay Mugabe unorova bhegi kana Tsvangirai achirovawo bhegi. Ngatibatsiranei kurova bhegi because tofana kudya teste. Varume vakarova bhegi vaiva. Do you know that Tsvangirai at one point was given $40 million by the Soros Foundation? Okay, the George Soros Foundation, they were very interested in the Zimbabwean setup and they gave him $40 million. But typical of Africans, he ate the money. Now if you ask him, Mutsaka Mdara une keshi here? Ana kesh. Ana kesh Mdara. I know a lot of the Njapis dzake dzandoziya dzemujobhegum. Ana kesh. Yakapera. Because angazingazi keshi, which goes to show the pain of African leaders, right? They would rather take $1 million to put in their pocket, but not let the country get $150 million. They would rather benefit at a selfish personal expense than the expense of than to allow the country to benefit. So but what's upsetting is it's the poor people who are on the ground who will be advocating with Tsvangirai ngapinde, mai Mujuru ngapinde. Iwa unakana dollar, but imbira vanawo madola kuti vapinde. How sad. So I do think ultimately the solution is we must lead ourselves. We must ultimately lead ourselves. We can lead ourselves better than we're currently being led. We really can. We really can. I think, when I look at the people in the diaspora, when I listen to some of the ideas that come in from the diaspora, I was having a conversation with someone just yesterday who's also in the diaspora, and I was saying, when I speak to them, when I see them, I see the banking ideas in their heads, the banks in their mind. I hear the buildings in their mind, the constructing ideas in their mind, the engineering concepts in their mind. In the minds of the people, especially those in the diaspora, is the idea of how you reimagine a new Zimbabwe. Here's what I've come to learn and what I've come to conclude about people in Zimbabwe. I have come to conclude about Zimbabweans who are living in the diaspora. Here's what I've come to conclude. That what God must have done is God took the children of Zimbabwe. He spread them across the world like mustard seeds. He spread them across the world, the children of Zimbabwe. Once they got spread across the world, inside their minds, God put seeds of the brightest ideas to turn Zimbabwe around. The greatest ideas I've heard about how to turn Zimbabwe around did not come from the politicians, did not come from the church. They came from the minds of the Zimbabweans who are in the diaspora. You guys have literally been now stuck and plugged in institutions across the world where you now know how to reimagine Zimbabwe. So if I take, I notice Chieza Mavangira is tuned in. If I took a Chieza Mavangira who's a real estate guru now in Los Angeles, and if I brought her to Zimbabwe, she knows how we turn around the Zimbabwean real estate economy. If I took the university lecturers that, like Gift Mawira in the UK, and I brought them to Zimbabwe, they can revolutionize the University of Zimbabwe. If I took the young people who are working for engineering firms, for telecom companies, and I brought them to Zimbabwe, they can reimagine a new Zimbabwe. And so I think what we can agree on is Zimbabweans in the diaspora definitely have the greatest ideas of how to move the country forward because they've been exposed to them. The trouble is, with all their great ideas, with all your great wisdom, with all the ideas you have of how we can solve cancer, how we can solve diabetes, how we can solve the potholes on the roads, with all those ideas, what God hasn't given us is a way to bring it all together. So we are so busy and so stuck talking about people who have the worst ideas. We are stuck on the worst ideas. If I said, tell me the politicians with the worst ideas in Zimbabwe, Tsvangirai is on the lead. Of the worst ideas, Mai Mujuru is number 2. Of the worst ideas. Competition, who has got the worst ideas? It's the political parties in Zimbabwe are a competition of the worst ideas. It's like they are competing to see who has got the worst ideas. That's what's happening in the political parties. Now, if you want to know the grandfather or the papa of the worst ideas of what to do with Zimbabwe, you can't beat ZANU-PF. ZANU-PF is the leader in charge. Robert Mugabe is commander-in-chief of the worst ideas of Zimbabwe. So, here we are, with all our bright ideas, and we're putting all our focus on people with the worst ideas. What if, my fellow Zimbabweans, what if we reimagined our country? What if we started to trust that we have the best ideas or the better ideas or the bright ideas to come and make sure we blow up our country into a country we all know it can be? One thing, see, I've always said we don't have to agree on everything, but can we at least agree that our country can do better? Can we agree on that? We don't have to agree on much. We don't have to agree on the policy on infrastructure, on the policy of road networks, on the policy on the foreign policy of the country, on the domestic policy of the country. But can we agree that Zimbabwe can do better? Can we begin there? Because if we can begin there, then we absolutely have a starting point. Don't let the political parties fool you. All they are there to do is kurowa big. Mapati akazorowa big. Nusaka itonzi mapati. That's why they're called parties, political parties. Kwenda kushandisa politics kuti uite party. Uite party yekurowa vanhu big. So, let me ask you a question and I want you to respond for me. Hearts, if you believe that Zimbabweans can lead themselves better than the way they're being led. Hearts, if you believe we can do it better without the political parties. Hearts, if you believe that we really need to start exploring as citizens a way we can do it better without Madara. Hearts. Okay, so I think we're on the same page. So the conversation we now need to focus on is what is the way to put together, let's call it the ultimate coalition. You know what the ultimate coalition is? It's a coalition of you, a coalition of me, a coalition of Zimbabweans who simply know how to get the job done. That's the coalition we need to start talking about. A coalition of Zimbabweans who simply want to get the job done. I call it the class of 2018. A coalition of the class of 2018. You know what the class of 2018 is? It's first-time voters. People who've never voted, who don't belong to ZANU-PF or to MDC. If you don't belong to any political party, press hearts. And if you belong to a political party, press like. I want to compare who we've got here. Like if you belong to a political party, hearts if you don't belong to any political party. Okay, so clearly the hearts are winning. Now, let me give you the numerical truth. How many political parties are there? Okay, Ramaya wants to join. Okay, Ramaya, I'll add you in a minute. Just add me, I'll let you in a minute. How many political parties are there? Let's say 10. Which one is who are the biggest two? So we know that in the last election, here are the numbers, guys. In the last election, ZANU-PF had 2 million votes. MDC had 1 million votes. What's the total? 2 million plus 1 million. What's the total? Vakaenda kuchikoro vaya vakapedza grade 7. 2 million ZANU-PF, 1 million MDC. What is the total? The total is 3 million votes. There were 3 million voters in the last election. Do you know how many people in the last election didn't vote, who are eligible to vote? In fact, let me tell you a better figure. Do you know how many virgin first-time voters are eligible in this election who are in Zimbabwe? Who are in Zimbabwe, aged between 18 and 35 years old? 4 million. There are 4 million Zimbabweans, virgin voters, who have never voted in Zimbabwe right now, aged between 18 years old and 35 years old. So you tell me, ZANU-PF, are they really more than we are? MDC, are they really more than we are? We are more than they are combined. Combined. The virgin vote is more than they are. I've always heard people saying, oh, but ZANU-PF will rig the election anyway. Oh, the election is always rigged. Why are you lying? Why do you want to go to hell? by lying. Why are you a Satanist? Why? Why are you a Satanist who lies? Who told you that the vote doesn't work? Nelson Chamisa has been a member of parliament for 20 years. Why can't they rig that election? In the constituency I live in, Mashakada has been an MDC MP for 20 years. Why can't they rig that election? Jesse Majome has been MP for 20 years. Why can't they rig that election? Why? Because when you campaign and you mobilize your vote, you cannot rig an unriggable number. You can't rig an unriggable number. It's that simple. So, 4 million virgin voters versus 3 million. Anyway, so let me add some people. I guess, I mean, if people want to talk, you really could go on your page and do it too, but you know. Lumumba, why are you not adding me on your page? I want to talk. Go and talk. You am I your mouth? Go and talk. Anyway, not you obviously, Wellington. I know you're not stressing. What's up, Wellington?
What's up, Acie?
Hey man. So everybody, this is Wellington Kativu. Let me let people know who you are, Wellington, because you know they obviously don't know you. That's why they're not coming on your face. But this is Wellington. Guys, after he finishes speaking, I want you all to go to his page and I want you to add him as your friend, because anybody who's willing to have a conversation about moving our country forward, they deserve to be befriended. So yeah, Wellington, what's up? What's your opinion, my brother?
No, I'm good, brother. You know, I'm just a person who always follow you, whatever you say. And as a youth man, I'm also tired of living in a foreign land. Living as a foreigner, it's something which so irritates me, and it's super irritates me. And I live in an Arabic state. Imagine where it's something else. When you know that you've got home which is much better, where there's a brighter future, but the people who are there and what they do, and me as someone who's got love and for my country, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I support whatever you say. Usually, I move with you because you're someone who's got a good direction for us as youth. Because I was back home in September. I was telling guys, you know. So what are you thinking about the elections? You know, you find some other people of my age. Like, I personally, I came home to register to vote. I did register to vote because I'm saying next year, whatever time is it going to be told that I want to come and vote. I want to vote for a change because I'm tired to live as a foreigner. It's not exciting. It's not good for me. I need a change. I need to come and invest myself, just keep on working for some other people and putting food on their tables and making money for them. So I don't know what's the way forward. Us as youth, like what you've just said.
Huh? Yeah. So I just wanted to ask you a quick question. How old are you, my brother?
Yeah. I'm 25.
Wow. So this is your first time to vote, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it should be my first time to vote, just because when am I gonna go home? I left home when I was what? Just after high school, I have to leave home. I didn't even go to varsity just because of the state of the country. I have to leave home to find a way forward to start to make a living. So it's something which is like, I feel like we might talk about politics, but at the end of the day, the people who are in power. Like I think you're talking about Mujuru and the other opposition party, MDC. You know, there's two things which I always say, but like what I always, in my own opinion, Mujuru is someone who's like dragging all the all veteran people. Okay, it's not bad to drag them, but also he needs youth inside in his party.
They literally need dragging, because they've got no other way of moving. They actually have
there's no other way. There's no way they can go. Yeah, he's just trying to pull them like, okay, join me. But there's people who are like us, who have just seen everything. Like, okay, this is what ZANU-PF's doing, and Mujuru is in ZANU-PF. He was a ZANU-PF, like what you said. He's been 30 years in power. Okay, What exactly has he done for me? I'm from Mashonaland East. My Mujuru, kwando gara kumba kweli nini. Vanoenda kuchechi kusalvation army. Ndo kwanotonzi ndo kumarine kwavo. Okay, ndokozi musalvation army. My mother, she's a salvation army. Vanotonzi my Mujuru chi kuno ndo kwanoenda salvation army. But what has she done for us? Nothing. But she was in power for such a long time. Now she...
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to you. I don't know what happened to you. I think it's the network. That's why he's no longer there. It wasn't me. But look, this guy is raising some very valid points. So if you want to raise valid points also, okay, I'll let you come in to the Lumumba diary. Remember, this is a diary room. What's the diary room called? The Lumumba diary room. If you come into this diary room, remember, you're visiting. So I'm gonna let other people come in, but because I want to let a lot of people get a chance to also speak. No, Ruramai, I didn't cut you off. I mean, don't take it personally. It's not personal. Okay? So let's talk to other people. I want to know, what do you guys think of these coalitions, and do you think we should be doing something by ourselves? Should we be standing alone? Okay, so I'm trying to add Ruramai, who's hustling, but
I'm going to be shy because I've got an audience in this room at the moment. How are you?
Hi.
Hello. Hi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we can talk about what you were talking about before, about the think tank and the class of 2018. I want to join, even though I cannot vote for other reasons. But I am interested in how we can drive forward this dream of, I don't really believe in Changirai and my Mujuru being the future, because I think they actually are the past. So,
Right.
if that makes any sense to
Hold
you,
on,
sir.
okay? You gotta let me introduce you. It's kind of how it works around here. You know, you come into the diary room, I introduce you so they know who you are. Because
Okay.
remember, sweetheart, they don't know you, but I'm about to make sure they know you. Okay, so everybody, this is Ruramai. Look at her, she smiles so beautifully. I want you all to like her after this, because next time she has a live, I want her to be able to smile for you guys. So let's all make sure when we're done, we go to Ruramai's page. It's Ruramai Mash. And the reason she says Mash is because her surname can no longer be pronounced in Shona anymore. You will hear when she starts speaking, she can only be pronounced in English. So, I
can't speak.
But yeah, Ruramai, you're very welcome. You're very welcome, and I really want to hear your ideas. So please do shoot. Go ahead. You're welcome.
Okay. I'm not really sure if we still got enough time until, you know, the next election, if it's possible for us to actually think about this in the, you know, what's your take on it? That's what I want to know, because if this has been a dream of mine for years, you know, and I've normally been on groups and stuff like that, and I'm interested in looking at strategies of how to develop the country. I'm not really a politician, but I am a strategist. So
good. Okay, now, okay, so the first thing I want to say to you is stay away from groups. So my group chat is no news. Say about group chat. We are going to move by diary room. Say this about group chat. But the second thing I want to say is, you know, nothing excites me more than people like you, because you are exposed to a world for certain that I am not exposed to. You see things for certain I don't see. We are actually now part of the problem too, Acie Lumumba. Because what happens when you're so stuck in the problem, it begins to, it distorts even my way of seeing reality. So now I consider Mvura reality. Whereas you are exposed to a world where it will be abnormal to see the problems I am dealing with. So it is quintessentially important that you continue to think, you continue to dream. But over and above everything else, Ramai, what I need you to do, for me and for yourself, is we have to stay connected. This conversation has to continue. And it has to go to a second base. You know, if we have a conversation in a club and I buy you a drink, you buy me a drink, we get comfortable.
Yeah,
we have to go to
I
second
like
base.
Chardonnay, and like whatever. I love Chardonnay. So what would you like to drink?
What would I have liked to drink? Okay, I see you, girl. I see what you are doing. But okay. You can have Chardonnay, I can have some water, okay? So that you can get, so because the Chardonnay ukadakwa indiri soba but it's the drinks. We have to find out our places of common purpose. So if our place of common purpose is getting that drink, that's the only way we get to second base. But we have got to begin. So I want to thank you for tuning into my show. I want to thank you for believing that we are actually doing something constructive. But most importantly, we have to keep doing this, because ultimately this election has to pave way for people like you. Those ideas that you have, we have to build a bridge, not by Mujuru. Isusu ma youth are background. Disuma youth is anofana kwaka bridge. I want to hear this English in Parliament. Can you imagine? We've gotten to a stage where we now think Chino Timba is smart. We are now at a stage where we see Chino Timba videos and we say, but Chino Timba is smart. Like, we are so thick to the extent where Chino Timba is our barrier for smartness. When we have people who speak this type of Ruramai English mash. So guys, go to Ruramai page, like Ruramai. Because Ruramai's English is the English we now want in Parliament. And lest I forget, because I know, guys, lest I forget, can you guys press the like button if you know Nanchi Joga? Because it doesn't remember. So here kumana kuruku pisa ukapina mjeri kujipisa kudai so ane digita tengerera no mjeri vaive hari na umira mushe digita re mjeri pangu musama so arite. So like if you know Nanchi my jokes. If you don't like, I'm not continuing. I need to be able to show in court that I said it was jokes and you also knew it was jokes and you joked too. So like if you know it was jokes. Likes. And you wongaiga, how can you say fake accents ngasare ku Britain? You wongaiga da ku eda wewe. And manzo wongaiga ada udena Ruramai wedu. Ruramai is going to be our angatora chirungu parliament oda uvenga Ruramai. Saka da ku eda wewe wongai. Daira. Wongai ukasadaira ndu bloka. Daira. And Vongai has declined your call. You see, these people, this kind of people, they'll come, they'll be trolling others. And what you want to have, Wambo was kind of good. When was to come was kind of Chomam Road Vacati, Una, Embezaka, you Embezaka, Zaga Baruga, as low Fambos to Gavang, Nandidano, Tukanapa page, Panapa and the Peku Danana, Tindru Lumumba, no believers, you could Danana, Dosakam Chinzo, and Nandrambo in the Gaita, Bideguns in the Gaita tape ye fight. Lumumba and a fight tape. Do I have a fight tape, guys? Lumumba is a fight tape. I don't have a fight tape. What do I have? Those who really know me and those who say they're really friends of mine. What do I have? Do I have a fight tape? No. What do I have? Because you don't believe when you come on my page, dananai. Mukasa danana. Ipanapa and didana zingadi sokudanana iwo vongaiga ndotokuda ndosaka animbofenda kaita fight tape newe animboite fight tape and details my fight tape ndoita my love tape and just my love tape my political tape my love tape my political tape. Okay guys, I'm gonna add another caller so we take somebody else's opinion. Okay. Pawanda wakazi unomwa kutara sex tape. What sex tape, guys? Love tape. Teta zvukudanana kwete zvekuvengana. Okay, let me add somebody else. If you wanna be do check. We're gonna wrap this up in a minute. Okay, so kono chorodo ido stanga kunyara kana ndati nyeya no nyara. Okay, Vongai says ndokuda so AC. Kana ndokuda ndosaka ndoda ndokuti tite zve love kwete zvekuvengana. So musatukane guys, anditi ngatisatukane. Okay, so Gerald wants to be added. Where are we, Gerald? Gerald, Anambotaurero. Ambotore, Gerald, not Ambotora. Gerald, I was Jeremy. Gerald Ambotaura. Okay, Maxwell. Now, what I don't monopolize a Lumumba diary room. Lumumba diary room. No, it's my monkeys.
Hello, Lumumba.
Wangu mukoma.
Taneta ni basa. Taneta ni basa.
Mukoma anopeka magrazi.
Okay, mirandi bude mwadi.
Saka. Alright. Anyway, says that we are Saka pongo. Imagine. Muna ripa shift.
Azuna kumira zvakanaka mtaundi.
Ku England ro.
Ku Australia.
Australia. Vari kumafuro manyoro. Vari kunona yamvura yakachena. Vari kumafuro manyoro ku Australia. Usatambe. Ndikuona kana mukoma masimbiro amuri kuita. Ndikuona even muchifamba muri kuita kufema kurodza muri kudya chikafu chinonaka. Hakuna chikafu chinonitsa pa.
Takwara nenzara.
Ai nenzara muchifamba muchino kuona nimi. Icho unodziona chaiwo. Okay, samabuda ere mode.
Chabuda mwadi shamwari.
How do you feel looking at those hospitals, knowing that the hospitals in Zimbabwe are the way they are? How does it make you feel that you are there making Australians feel better?
It's very pathetic. We don't sleep here in Australia, Lumumba, but we're educated in the system here in Zimbabwe. A lot of money was used. Our own Zimbabwean money was used. But now we are busy here working in Australia, which is not good. And it brain drain at the cost of the Zimbabwean money. I was educated in Zimbabwe, Blawayo, and you know Kuluma Foot.
Salibonani Baba.
Salibonani. But I'm 100% sure. Okay. Zimbabwe, Lumumba. I love your shows. I watch you every day. I follow you every time when I'm at work.
I salute you.
But I'm not happy because I'm busy working here for Australia. You see?
As varungwawe.
Yeah. And dinagana kwa kutombotaura pari free.
Imagine. Autora kana rusurungu oro kubutauro la lubu. Awasi kuzonda waswapinda pa program mtara. Wakutosiya basa kuti ubeta the program inonaka Lumumba diary room.
Yeah, inakumira zvakanaka.
Murume ari kutiza patients mdara. Ari kutiza varwere. Kuti iwe rwarirongo. I'm joking, my brother. Please go ahead. I respect you coming onto the show. Please go ahead.
I always follow you every night, but the problem, Yatina, and if you come now, we've got about, in this hospital, which was one of the biggest hospitals, we've got about 30 Zimbabweans working today. About 30. Wow. We are supposed to be working at Parere Nyatwa right now. And it's only one hospital. If you go across my hospitals, I don't know, about maybe 10 or 15, you might have 100 or 200 Zimbabweans on duty today.
Tell me something, my brother. So when you watch this show and you stay abreast with what's happening in Zimbabwe, what do you want out of us? What is your expectation? When you sit there, what do you cheer us on to do? What are you saying to us?
It's also we don't mind who rules Zimbabwe. Even now, I don't even know the president here in Australia. I don't care. What I need is in a family angle. Not everyone was born a politician. I believe politics is a profession and it by choice. So no one wants to be involved in the politics. But our duty here is everyone votes. It's law that everyone needs to vote if you don't vote, you get fined. So they've got about 23 people million, and very eligible to vote.
Hold on.
So everyone has to vote.
Oh, did you just say
you have to vote
23
million people?
Okay.
And out of 23, it's about maybe 15 million are eligible to vote. And out of that, all the 15 million people vote. Everyone is forced. If you don't vote, you are sent to prison. You are fined. So that's another model that we could use in Zimbabwe as well.
You don't know what to do with prisons.
We are broke. We are living hand to mouth. And on time. Not everyone is here. So we're expecting that you guys as youth, whoever you front run, fight get something. We appreciate your ideas that you say on the platforms. Let's hope and let's hope something's going to happen in Zimbabwe. We need good leadership.
Yeah.
And everyone wants to come. And it,
okay. Thank you, my brother. Look,
no, the last point that I want to tell you guys, there's nothing Chiroshamsida about diaspora. We are second-class citizens, and the troops down. That's very bad. That's very bad. That hurts me.
Yeah, so no, you're right, my brother, and yeah, welcome. Look, you're right, and please go to work. Look, the last thing I need is for you to be unemployed now in Australia. You know, it's already terrible enough that we have unemployed Zimbabweans in Zimbabwe. So I know what guys Acie Lumumba murukubasa kamishanisa wifi yekubasa, but mukadzingwa basa kumanaka. No, that's all batsirai. But thank you so much to my brother Max. So look, it really actually breaks my heart. It honestly to God, it really tears my heart. What tears my heart more is Zimbabwe muna muona kusimba kwakaita karikubikirwa sadza pane mukadzi ari kumubikira sadza kumba hopefully mukadzi wekuZimbabwe. So it tears my heart that the only way this man can defend his family is first of all by running away. I mean, imagine this for a second. Kuti mhuri yako yasvika panguva yekunzi kwauya jambanja padheni, iwewe ndiwe jambanja, run away in charge, unoda kumana ngatiroi pasi. Maxwell should really be in Zimbabwe fighting with us. We should be protecting our women. We should be saying to our women, pindai mumba, isusu varume tiri kubuda panze tinokurwirai. But we've now reached a stage where takutoti vakadzi mimi endai panze munorwa, varume vakutotiza. Varume ndo vacho pamberi pekutiza, kutiza kune dzimwe nyika tichisiya vakadzi kuti vakadzi varu. And it really tears my heart. This is not an attack on Maxwell. I'm just saying, could we as men, can we get to a place as men where we love our women enough to stand up and fight for them? Who's going to protect our daughters? Who's going to protect our sisters? But yeah, I'm going to take one more call, and I really got to call it a night, guys. And it's a very good friend of mine, Malvin. I hope he's still there. And the most about is
yo,
my brother.
Yo. I don't have a voice. I got a cold, but anyway, got it out, Lumumba. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, my brother. Welcome.
Can you hear me?
It's really good to have you here, man. Marvin is one of the guys who used to be a big critic of me, man. I mean, this guy used to just troll me the heck. But I love him like a brother now, so I'm happy to have you here, man. Go ahead.
No. Don't say like a brother. You're my brother, man. You're my brother.
Thank you.
You understand? I have a few people that I will call that you are. Okay. First of all, let's talk about this guy that says second-class citizen. I'm in the UK. I will never consider myself as a second-class citizen. That is the problem. You should never, ever put yourself down. Wherever you are, you should be a leader. Wherever you are, you should raise yourself. Raise above anything that is thrown at you. You're not a second-class citizen. That's one thing. The other thing that I want to ask Mr. Lumumba, I need to ask this to your audience. Vanhu vari kuti hativhotei kumele zivote tirikuvhoterani then arikuvhoterwa. The reason I'm saying this, I'll tell you. Sorry, I'm driving. I'm on the motorway. You can't see me. It's a bit dark.
Into night shift.
Something happened. Yeah, nah. I own my own business, bro. I don't do night shifts. Do you understand?
Chimudara.
We don't play. We don't play.
And business in England.
Exactly. Right.
Asana prazi guarari.
No. I'm not gonna. Let's not disclose that. But why?
Go ahead, brother.
Something happened a few days ago. A few weeks ago.
In England?
Yeah. No, Zimbabwe. My nephew who was 4 years old passed away. Right.
Okay.
I'll tell.
4 years old.
4 years old. I'll tell you the story. Let me tell you the story.
Please.
When I got a temperature. Yeah. That's my cousin. My cousin's son. When I had a temperature, I went to the hospital. Let's go to the hospital. I guys go back to drip. Yeah. Within 24 hours, I'm going to shy. That breaks my heart. Zimbabwe. That breaks my heart. If you were somewhere else, that would never happen. You know my story. Between you and me. You know my story about my own.
I know.
Zimbabwe, something has to change. Something. But the question is, let's register to vote. What are the policies that are in place for me to then say, don't vote this candidate?
Yeah.
What are the
My brother,
policies?
I'm sorry if I end up cutting you short. I'm on 15% and I don't have a charger. So I'm not cutting you short. I'm just giving you a heads up.
It's all right. I need to know.
Maybe you can also send me something.
Okay. I need. We'll sort that out.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
We'll sort that out. I need to know. I hear this a lot. Let's register to vote. One go register to vote. It's like almost every politician is saying the same thing. Like there's a mysterious person or some sort of thing that is going to come up, and then who are we voting for? And what policies are in place?
Yeah. Okay, Marvin. I'm going to ask that to the people, and I'm going to answer it as well. But I'm going to cut you so that I can wrap up before my battery dies, so that the video shares and it doesn't delete. Guys, look, the question of who are we voting for? Very valid question. You guys should answer. I wish I could say vote for me, but they say you have to be 40 years old to run for president. But for MPs, for councillors, we can start there. But this guy is right. Look, our children are dying in these hospitals unnecessarily. Our children are dying. Listen to this one. Listen to this for a second. Our children are dying. Okay? We joke about a lot of things, but our children are dying. We have one responsibility, which is to raise the next generation of Zimbabwe, and they are dying. They are dying off of diseases that are treated like influenza anywhere else in the world. We can do something about this, you and I. The very least I will ask you to do tonight, the only thing I will ask you to do, and I know most of you are watching this from the diaspora, the very least I'll ask you to do tonight is wherever Kono Gara Zimbabwe, find out who are the candidates running there. Find out who those candidates are. Pick a candidate and support them to win. Because we have to win bit by bit by bit. I've always said the story of Zimbabwe is like the story of everybody being given a brick. I was given a brick. You were given a brick. The next person was given a brick. And with these bricks, we've got an alternative or a choice to make. We can either build a new country for ourselves, or we can throw these bricks at each other. That's what these bricks can do. We can either build a new country, or we can stone each other to death with these bricks. I love you guys. I hope you love me. If you love me, tell me you love me. I don't want to guess. Tell me you love me as I go, because I am about to go, because the Lumumba show is over. Do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me? Because I love you. I'm pressing hearts for you. So if you love me, tell me you love me too. I love you guys. At the end of the day, we are one country, we are one people. All we've got is each other. Thank you for the hearts, those who are giving me hearts to tell me that you love me, because I actually do love you guys. I love you. You know, there was, did you guys, in fact, before I go, just a quick one, do you ever hear like a for the dick challenge? You guys know what that is? For the dick challenge? They did a challenge of how much women love dick. A whole challenge, internationally, of how much women love dick. And then they did a challenge of how much men love. It's so much rude when I say that. Cabins. A cabins challenge. Quite a cabins challenge. And women were rapping, and I would do anything for that chisini. I would do anything for that chisini. Pani ndakatomboitirwe nini yangu simbi yangu yakatonditira ndimbereka, I'll go to Chikurubi for that dick. And I'll go, tell Robert Mugabe F you for that dick. Ndakatoitirwa nesimbi yangu kanditira ndikatakomana tate kuita machallenge. Ekuchallenge avana vedu kuti vaite kupeju that. Can we not have a challenge for the Zimbabwe challenge? I'll send money to sponsor politicians in Zimbabwe for that Zimbabwe. Something like that. But unto nama Zimbabwean, I will go for the Ningrini for the cabins challenge. But most importantly, can we focus on each other? So let's do a love challenge, for the love challenge. So I'll do a Facebook Live for that love for you guys. I'll do a Facebook Live every day if I got to, for that love for you guys challenge. Okay? I will never leave Zimbabwe for that love for you challenge. I love you for that I love you challenge. Ndinokudai for that love challenge. Guys, as you know, always my jokes takati chitamba apana zandataura serious ese kuseka kwese mafanis. Robert Mugabe pamberi na gushungo na Mnangagwa wacho na Grace wacho na moyo wacho na Kasukwere wacho pamberi navo vese vachidamburana kudaro damburanai varume damburanai pamberi nekudamburana kwamurikuita pamberi nemaZimbabwe nese. I love you guys. It's a Friday night. I've gotta go because Friday night. Those who want to share my Friday with me, holla at me.